is bringing new attention to Alabama's tough immigration law. A Mercedes-Benz executive was pulled over and hauled off to jail because all he had on him was his German ID card. Some Alabama lawmakers have admitted that the incident is truly an embarrassment. Jennifer Scholtes is the Homeland Security reporter for Congressional Quarterly and Roll Call and joins me this morning. So Jennifer, when we talk about this, especially for Mercedes-Benz being a crown jewel in Alabama's manufacturing industry, the company has been mum, saying very little than this was an unfortunate incident. Are lawmakers rethinking things now that they've gotten such high-profile attention about what this law means?
Lawmakers in Alabama are certainly thinking about the implications of this law, and it's a little bit difficult because the intent of this law to discourage illegal immigrants from staying in Alabama and to try to get them to leave and to apprehend them in order to deport them is a very popular notion. So trying to make some tweaks to this is what people in Alabama have been talking about, has definitely been put forward. On the congressional level, there are a good number of Democrats who are supporting the Justice Department's decision to sue the state and to try to get this overturned. So it's definitely there are people who are taking into account the consequences that we've seen, at least so far.
In Alabama, the Decatur Daily ran this strong op-ed. It said the drafters of this law were targeting a stereotype, not humans. They could not dismiss their stereotypes as long as those suffering from the law were Hispanic. Throw in a wealthy Caucasian from Germany, though, and the law's ugliness became apparent. And I know you said that there has been talk from lawmakers, but where's the public sentiment on this issue, especially with the publicity?
So I'm not from Alabama, but I've talked to some immigration experts yesterday who one of them was from Alabama, and he said that, you know, the one thing that people in Alabama hate more than the federal government being in their business is really just their lives being you know, kind of encroached on and having things be difficult for them. So I don't know that the Alabama people are going to have a lot of tolerance for a lot of these requirements. If it's not a Mercedes-Benz manager, if it were you know, them driving down the street or you know, encountering law enforcement without an ID, this could just be a pain that people don't want to deal with. Even those who really do not want illegal immigrants in their state, seems like this could be something that they just don't like because it's difficult.
And Jennifer, as we're talking about this also comes at the same time that there's another setback for the law. A federal judge has ruled state officials can't use the law to prevent immigrants from renewing permits for a manufactured home. So what is the concern there?
So at the federal level, there is this challenge to the state law, and that's really important to note these challenges, I think, to this law. But I think it's more important to focus on the attention that this is bringing to the greater issue of immigration overhaul at the federal level, and the fact that the states are pointing to the federal government and really saying that, you know, you have dropped the ball, you have not you know, enacted some sort of blanket immigration overhaul that we can go with as a nation, all of the states. So we're going to have to do this piece by piece. So I think it's really crucial to hone in on the fact that regardless of what happens to the pieces of the Alabama law, that this is really bringing focus to this greater issue of the fact that there's no consensus in Congress.
Jennifer Scholtes. Jennifer, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
From